Hi, my name is Stephanie Hahn, and my post today for the YPN Lounge is all about LinkedIn endorsements, what they are and why they matter, or maybe don't matter as much, basically determining the value of an endorsement. Last September, LinkedIn launched endorsements, and what I can only assume was an attempt to get users to interact more with the business social networking site and their network contained within. What are endorsements? Endorsements are a one-click method of acknowledging someone's skills. You can only endorse your first-level connections, similar to recommendations. The endorsements are a 5-second consideration of your skills and expertise based on what you've already entered into LinkedIn under this category. Skills and expertise, that is. A 5-second evaluation? If that. Once your skills are loaded in, LinkedIn will ask people when they log into the site if you really are skilled in those particular areas. You may have seen this if you've logged into LinkedIn recently. If not, well, LinkedIn gets that you're not logging in and interacting with their site and its members, and this is probably an attempt to allow users to interface with the site and their own first-level connections on a somewhat personal level. My initial thought was, cool. Now I can see what people really think my biggest strengths are. And then I saw what was being clicked on the most and thought, well, that's not my best skill. Or is it? Is this 5-second evaluation the best test you can put in front of someone to determine your strengths? Maybe. Kinda. Sorta. Depending on how and why those particular skills appear in the box at any given time. I've read a ton now on LinkedIn endorsements, and I was really surprised that no one was questioning how or why LinkedIn chose to display your skills in this fashion. I wanted to know, I needed to know, what determined which skills would appear in the box. So I did a little research, just to find out which skills will appear for others to endorse. Do the higher counts affect how often skills will appear? How do I force people to focus on the skills that I really want them to endorse? Can this even be done? Well, the formula is pretty simple. Basically, it appears that my top 5 most endorsed skills appear in that box. Now, if one of my first-level connections goes to my profile and finds my entire list of skills, they can endorse me for others there. But I'm not sure how often that will actually happen. So your top 5 most endorsed skills are going to appear in this box for others to endorse you, which basically means the same skills are likely to stay at the top for the long haul. Because this is a 5-second evaluation, it's all about ease of use. I have to admit this was disappointing. I wanted LinkedIn to have a fancy random plan for how my skills were populated in this box. Ultimately, I'm sure that the same skills will be endorsed over and over again due to that one-click, easy nature of endorsements. Now, you can reorganize any skills that you have not been endorsed for yet. So if you're just starting out with this, you might be able to manipulate this a bit for your own benefit. It doesn't really help, though, if you've already been endorsed for several skills. When you already have endorsements, you're sort of out of luck with the reordering. By the way, if you haven't added your own skills, your connections can enter them for you. Being a control freak, this worried me at first. You can enter up to 50 skills, and I only had a dozen or so in there. But LinkedIn will ask you if you want to display a particular skill that someone has endorsed you for before they actually show it under your skills section. You also have the option to just not display endorsements at all if you're not really feeling it. Similar to a Facebook like, endorsements are easy to make, but they really don't hold as much weight as I had hoped. For now, you can consider your endorsements as a nice little yay you from your LinkedIn connections. Do endorsements make LinkedIn more valuable for you? My answer to that would have to be slightly, at least the way it's set up for now. But I like LinkedIn, and I've made some career-changing connections on this site, so I'm hoping that this first release of endorsements will only get better. I I'd love to hear what you think, though. Will LinkedIn endorsements make a difference for you? Thanks so much for watching. I'm always eager to hear your opinion. Just leave it in the comments, and I'll make sure I check back and try to respond to each one. Thanks, guys.